Welcome back. I was expecting your arrival. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you can see when my videos are coming out. We live in a world where there's a lot of great athletes out there. I'm talking about domination. You have Michael Jordan when he scored a double nickel in the Garden. You have Kobe Bryant when he went to Toronto and scored 81 points. You have me when I'm just dominating Little League. Oh yeah, I was dominating Little League baseball. 12 years old, robbing people from getting home runs, sliding all over the field, looking like a young Ken Griffey Jr. But then I had to give the game up, man, because I'm like, you can't have me. I'm just too good. I'm going to retire right now. Many people say these crazy things to these celebrities about their career, what they would do. Now, I always say it's good for the game. It's good because you're talking about it. I always say sports is basically a soap opera. It's entertainment. It's TV. That's what professional sports is. It wouldn't be professional if people didn't want to see the drama. But Shaq, which is one of the most dominant players ever to play the game, and quite frankly, I think he's one of those guys, what I say, you're so talented, you're so big and strong, and no one can do nothing with you. However, you don't work on your game to get better. Shaq easily could have been the best player we ever seen, but he never worked out. He had his excuses. A couple times he said that the reason why he didn't work out is because he took a beating in the regular season and he didn't want to take a beating in the off season. But I think he just fat and sloppy. That's he just wanted to eat. That's what he wanted. And if it wasn't for his father, his stepfather, he wouldn't have been what he was. His stepfather was the only one that could challenge him. But Shaquille O'Neal, technically, career-wise in the 90s, he underachieved. He had to play against the top centers. I mean, he did score on them. He did get, 29 and 12 or something like that, or 10. He wasn't really a great defender. He couldn't really move his feet as well. He used a lot of brute force. And it'd be interesting because he couldn't play in the game today. He would be kicked out the game. The game has changed. But back then, he had to play against the Patrick Ewings of the world, Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Dikembe Mutombo, Mourning. It was a lot of big guys to play against. But he didn't win in the 90s. And I don't know, I guess in the first 10 years, if the first 7 years, if you didn't win, you're a superstar. The society called you a bust. I'm not saying he was a bust. He was not by far not a bust, but he underachieved against when he was on Orlando, according to other people. And then when the Lakers were playing, he underachieved there. And if you look at it, he really didn't start winning until all the old big men got old. Now, Kenny Smith was on, someone caught up with him on TMZ, and he talked about Shaquille O'Neal. I'm going to play this clip, and then I'll get your 2 cents on it.
The fan who said that he couldn't have won any rings without Kobe, and he invoked you, saying you couldn't have won any rings without Hakeem. What do you feel about this? Is that true? You think Shaq's correct?
Shaq's 100% correct. It's a team sport, and you don't have Rick Fox, you don't have Robert Ory. They don't win either.
Right.
There's a bunch of guys that contribute. With us, championships with myself, Sam Cassell, Clyde Drexler. You don't win. You can't win it. It's not tennis, man. It's not
right.
Golf. You don't do it by yourself. And even with golf, if you don't have the correct caddy, you're gonna lose.
that's facts, man.
100%.
So do you think that, obviously it diminishes Shaq to say that he needed Kobe, he needed somebody else to be as successful as he was?
No, that shows the power of what Shaq is by saying he needed someone else. If anybody who ever comes to me and say I did this by myself, I walk away from that person. That person is a selfish person. So to understand that he can use other people, that's what makes Shaq a champion.
But do you think Steph could do it without Clay?
No.
No
way.
No way.
No way. There's a combination of chemistry and teamwork that someone else's skill set allows your skill set to win championships. It's a combination. It's like you can't have a jacket without buttons. Like like it just doesn't work, man.
But do you think Kobe could have done it without Shaq then?
He could have done it without.
Do you think if there was another big man on the Lakers, instead of Shaq?
I mean, you can win other championships with other people, as Shaq has proven, as Kobe has proven, with other people. But the collection together makes you a championship team.
Right.
It's not a champion by yourself. It's
Correct.
a championship team, and the best team in the world. Like you don't, when you finish, you say you're the best basketball team in the world. You don't say you're the best player in the world. That's the MVP award.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
So could he have won the MVP award without Kobe? Yeah. Could he have won? Could Kobe have won the MVP without him? Yes.
Yeah.
Could he won a championship without him? No way.
I like that.
So a particular fan basically stated, even with all this, Shaq doesn't win those rings without Kobe. Now Shaq claps back. No person can win without another star, big dummy. How many would Magic have without Kareem? How many would Kenny Smith have without Hakeem? What the you talking about? I hate dumb bleep people. Enjoy my stats and shut the bleep up. Yeah, a lot of these these athletes, they're pissed because a lot of people are disrespecting what you will call their legacy. But it's true. The truth of the matter is the only reason why we are talking like this is because of the media, which the owners allow the media to talk the way they want to talk. Because they know this is a business. They know this. We got to talk about them. If we talk about them, then we want to see them. That creates the aura of these athletes. Because think about it. There's people at your local YMCA that's dropping 30, 40 points in an over 30 game, over 40 game, but nobody's going to see them because no one cares. I'm talking about great athletes, never miss a shot, take you off the dribble, hezzy, layup, score, all that type of stuff. But they working at a store somewhere. They're working at a factory. They might be your lawyer, doctor. There's a lot of good hoopers out there. But even in the NBA, there's 400 great players, the best in the world, but you're only going to talk about a select few. You're only going to talk about maybe 12 to 24 of those players. So we have to be talking about them. Now, when it comes to what Kenny Smith was saying, I totally agree. We forget that there's 12 players on the team, and the MVP is only going to score between 27, 28 points, but the average score points is like 120 points. So obviously they need some help. They can't do it all themselves. I mean, we look at any sport in baseball. If you hit 3 times, if you hit 3 out of 10, you're an all-star. But you only bat 4, 5, maybe 3, 4 times in the game, and you become the all-star. So we're getting away from the team sport because of the Stephen A. Smiths and the Skip Baylesses and of the world. But you really got to blame the owners on this stuff, man. And it's for their best interest because they're making money. This is called WWE. This is soap opera. We need a story. If there's not a story, people won't watch because the games are too long. They play 82 games in a year, and they play 7-game series. Now look at this series right now in the NBA. They're taking 3 days off. I'm forgetting about the games because they're taking so much time off. It's not even that important. So they gotta have these storylines in between. But anyway, what you guys think about hecklers coming after these NBA players, coming after Shaq? Do you agree with the heckler? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in the next video.